Screaming Kermit. Start by inserting a 1/0 B10S stinger in your vise. Then go to some 12/0 Semperflee nano silk and start it on the hook right behind the hook eye, and then cut tag end off. Create a base between the hook barb and the hook eye. Then go to some green chartreuse barred speckled rubber legs. Get 5 away from the clump. Fold this over and then tie an overhand knot. 1/3 of the section of rubber legs should be on the left of the loop, or the looped side should be about 1/3, and you need 2 of those. Then go to your hook again. Towards the back of the hook, tie the looped part of the rubber legs. The knot should extend about a hook gap away off the bend of the hook. Now do the same to the near side. The back rubber legs should point inward. Press all the excess looped rubber legs down, creating a nice base. Then fold the rubber legs back and cut them off square. They should be about twice as long as the thighs before the knot. Now go to some chartreuse saddle hackle. Select a long, fibered, fluffy, webbed hackle, and then strip all the crappy fuzzy fibers off. Then separate the tip. Now tie in the feather with the shiny side up, tip first, right in front of the rubber legs. Now go to some chartreuse estaz. Strip some of the flash off, exposing the cotton core. Now tie the cotton core strip part off right where you tied the hackle in. Now wrap the estaz up 2/3 of the hook shank, leaving about 1/3 in front behind the hook eye. Tie it off, and then go ahead and cut the excess estaz off. Now take your hackle and start making open spiral wraps. You should get about 5. Then go ahead and tie it off by the stem and cut the stem off free. Then go ahead and push the hackle back and then whip finish your thread and then cut it off. Now go to some 3/4 inch chartreuse foam cylinders. Pick one out from the bag. First cut the cylinder in half. Now take one of the halves. Find the halfway point in between the 2 edges and mark it with a scissor. Now, to the right next side, mark the halfway point also, so you have 2 aligned dots on either side. Now, from the face, go from one of the edges to the 2 dots, cutting it with a razor blade. Then do the same to the other side. Doing this will help you create an even notch that will create the face of your popper. Once it is cut all the way through, go ahead and pull that wedge out. Cut off any abnormal bumps in the mouth. Then go ahead and with a red marker or any brightly colored marker, go ahead and color the inside of the mouth. This is not absolutely necessary, but it provides as a hot spot and gives a more traditional look to the popper. Then with a bodkin, go ahead and poke a hole through the middle of the mouth and out the butt of it. And wiggle it around a little bit, as we will be sliding it over the eye. Now place a couple drops of super glue on the exposed hook portion of the fly. Now, push the butt of the head up over, with the creases parallel to the hook shank. And you should have a lip on the top and a lip on the bottom. Now go ahead and place a drop of UV resin at the back corner of the mouth of the popper head, and place a small googly eye there. Then cure it with UV resin, or UV light. Now do the same to the near side. Now tilt the hook up, and to make sure that the foam head doesn't come off, place a drop right behind the hook eye. This will serve as a border from when the fish are pulling at the head. And that's it, that's the fly. With some slight changes, you can make these perfect for any kind of water, bluegill, bass, or ocean fish.